I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this. Don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips. Don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lies all the time. Stand on it. If we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, sink ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone. Who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go. I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road. Came from smoking in the hallway.
What's good in the hood, everybody? It is Friday. And I'm so glad. Man, I promise I live for Friday. We need Friday. Them 4-day weeks be still feeling like they long as hell. But we are back in the building this week, ready to have this wonderful discussion. Hey, Q, I'm so glad you're feeling better, my friend. So we are back in this week.
What's up, Q, my brother?
Yeah, last week, and yeah, we here. So as you see, dang, why you get blurry all of a sudden, dude? Like,
who?
You.
I'm blurry.
Okay, there you go. You good now. Whatever happened, it corrected.
It happened on your side.
Because you're blurry on my side too.
Thank you. Ha.
Oh, dang, he wants to talk.
That is. So as you see, we got DJ rolling tonight.
Oh, I'm supposed to say something. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm here rolling.
You say something any other damn time? Well, I tell you. See, this is why we don't miss weeks. Because when we miss week, y'all get lost. D give his speech, and if his speech be all tore up and messed up, and I don't know what the hell be going on. Yeah. So he forget his stuff. So yeah. But anyway, and we got DA in the building.
One time for the one time. What it be like?
Look, this here episode is about stress management. You already starting to make me have to revert to some of the techniques.
You've been stressing me for 32 years.
We're talking about tonight.
About stress. All of it.
Yes, stress.
What's going on, everybody? What's up? Yes. I'm ready to get into this thing, get to talking about some interesting tools that we could all benefit from. So
yes, because they say stress to kill you.
Stress is the number one killer.
Yeah.
Number one, it'll kill you. Real shit. Stress.
It's stress. Is that the one they call the silent killer, or is that the other one?
Yeah. That's well, they call high blood pressure too. They call high blood pressure.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing though. Here's the thing they don't want to talk about though. All that shit is tied to stress.
It is. It is.
You can't charge for stress. That's what it is. The insurance company can't charge you for being stressed out. Shit, it sure as hell can charge you for high blood pressure though.
Yeah.
For real, can't they though? Now that's some real shit. So let's see how we want to start this up. All right, Mr. Mental Health person over there. What is stress, DA?
Stress is a reaction to your body. Is a natural reaction to your body being in certain situations. It triggers a fight or flight. So to break it down, back when mankind first started, we had that fight or flight response. That's how we survived. As we evolved, now that we are modernized, we don't know how to turn, or what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, we don't know how to turn it off. So we still had that fight or flight, that natural defense against everything. But nowadays, any little thing can trigger it.
Gotcha. So stress is it's the body's natural reaction to What type of situations? I'm just trying to make sure I heard you right.
Any situation, good or bad.
Okay.
So, like I said, it was a survival mechanism back when it was just us. Well, back in the Stone Age and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a survival mechanism.
So
Now,
what happens is basically so that that imbalance, it goes up and then it stays up because we don't know how to turn it off or bring it back down.
yep.
Okay.
But see, here's the kicker though. Here's the kicker. There's good and bad stress now. There's good and bad stress. Like the good stress is like how you get nervous before a performance and you perform better.
Yeah, we call it adrenaline.
Yeah. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's when it's the positive fight. That's the fight. That's the fight side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's those aspects of stress that makes us tune in more and basically perform or whatever better. Right? That makes a lot of sense.
Well, all righty. What?
I like that, deal. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you broke that down very nicely.
I try.
So I'm convinced that when we come up in here, you ain't got no sense because you choose to act like that.
I don't know who you talking about.
So it's a choice. I got you, man. That's good, though. I like that, bro.
Very much. Very much. All right. So I'm gonna ask.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, because so it's interesting. Like, man, I love the examples that you're giving us because we're here talking about stress management, right? So on the positive sides of those stress, right? The way we manage it is by tuning in and by giving it our all, or basically we're releasing that stress through whatever that we're focused in on, right?
Yeah.
So the key to that, and then on the negative side, is not being able to pinpoint it or have a focal point, so it just builds up inside of us. Is that correct, or?
Yes and no. It's correct, but also you got to think about it as always being in a state of alertness with stress. So your body, when you're in a stressful situation, say, I'm gonna just use a job for instance. If you're in a job that you really hate, you're always gonna feel like you're under attack or on the edge. So that's your body chemically is responding to that. It's producing, what is it, cortisol, basically the stress hormone.
Okay.
And then if you don't have a way to burn it off, to put in layman's terms, to burn it off, it just continues to build up. And that's where all the negative stuff comes from, i.e. Gaining weight. You gain weight from being stressed out.
Yeah.
Your health can go bad. Like that's why your high blood pressure, because your heart. Because think about it like this: when you get ready to do something, or if you get scared, what happens? The first thing you do, your heart start beating real fast, right?
Yep.
That's your body producing the cortisol, the stress hormone, to get ready to either knuckle up or take off. So if you continuously are in that state, your body's going to continuously produce that hormone, which is, if it's not burnt off, which causes weight gain, which causes depression, because now the chemical, now I'm getting too deep. Now the chemical balance is off.
Gotcha. Okay, so tell me if I'm going too far, but so a lot of the things that you're saying, brother, they make perfect sense, right? So my thing is, listening to what you're saying, it makes me think that stress, right, is also attached to depression, to anxiety. All that stuff is a byproduct from not having that stress release or from continuously being in stressful environments. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
And if we want to go deeper, if you really want to go deeper, stress can be linked to cancer, can be linked to like we already said, high blood pressure,
Yeah.
heart disease, stuff like that. When they say it's hereditary, they're saying that you have the trait, which means if you don't, if you don't change habits, as you hear all the time,
yeah,
that you're gonna repeat the same cycle. That's basically what it's the same thing going on. Meaning you coming from a stressful environment, your parents were stressed, they pass that stress on to you. If you don't change the habits, 9 times out of 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we could go like deeper because it's like alcoholism is tied to it, all kinds of stuff. Like those are negative coping mechanisms.
Negative coping mechanisms.
Mhm.
Okay. Negative coping
Woo.
mechanisms. Mismanagement. Wow. All right.
Woo.
Okay, what was you about to ask? Because I can go on and on right here. You know, I'm locked in.
So I'm going to ask, what stresses y'all?
What stresses us? Okay, that's good. So
Shit, life right now.
for me,
Man.
what stresses me, man, it's not one particular thing, but for one is just trying to stay healthy, right? Just being mindful of well, you know what's going on with me, TK. So just getting better so I'm not dependent on certain medications for the rest of my life. Sometimes I find myself being snappy, and because I get tired of hearing what I should be doing, and this and that, but I know it's necessary, but I just get tired of hearing it. So when I start, I just try to be aware of I know people are saying it for the betterment of me, but it just gets stressful, So that's probably the main thing right now.
Now I'm finna put my hat on. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is it how am I want to put this? Is it that you're stressed out because they're asking you the questions, or they're trying to hold you accountable, or are you stressed out because you allowed yourself to get in a situation?
Well,
Ooh.
I would say because yeah, I think it's the latter, because I allowed myself to get in this situation. Getting comfortable, getting relaxed, just not continuously doing what I knew I should have been doing, if that makes sense. And then I'm like, God damn. So yeah.
And that's because, like, I was about to say, that's what the reason why I asked that question is because that's how I feel. And I had to do a reality check for me, because I'm putting more stress on myself.
Yeah.
Because of myself, but I'm projecting it on everybody else. And it's because I'm not where I want to be, or where I should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what's stressing me out lately, and we'll deal with coping mechanisms when we get there. But that's probably the main thing. I try to be aware, and I don't always catch myself. Sometimes I have to go back and apologize sometimes, or try to give an explanation of why I was not receptive to the information that was given. This and that, and I think I might have did you like that last night, T. With some things that you and I was dealing with. So I apologize for that. I know you got my best interest at heart. Talking about when you sent me that number, and I was like, man, I got you. Stop telling me what to do.
Used to go little 10%. That wasn't nothing.
I know, but I'm just saying,
I could get some stuff
right.
done.
But that's just how I felt. It's just piling on top of everything else. So
I definitely get that. But you know why I did it.
I do.
Because we're a team. So you already know why I did it. And I know you'll drag your feet. So time is of the essence.
You're doing too much.
I'm just saying, time is of the essence.
So wait, Paul, what stressed you out?
Me?
Yeah.
We both said what stress is not.
Right now.
You saw how slick you about to get, right?
She tried to squeeze past it.
No, it was not. it was not. Right now, I would say this month, because I had a whole episode a few weeks ago. Right now, it is my job is my biggest stressor. Still big shit. Um, looking for a job is that other stressor. Me being a one-woman show is a stressor. So, and I have to deal with multiple things. I swear, Social Security is after me right about now. But just dealing with people that act like they ain't got shit else to do, and that shit. And I've been having to deal with multiple things for some months, and then juggling with some new shit come up. So right now, that is that really is it. So yeah. I'm gonna tell on myself at this point in time. I'm gonna tell my story because you set the like DA, you set the shit up really perfect, like for real, really perfect. You yeah, you don't even know how good you set that shit up. So week of Mother's Day, y'all know, like I said, I've been stressing with my job with some of the shit and shenanigans that have been going on since February, and I did not realize that I was stressed at the magnitude I was, because I guess I'm just one of them people, when some people deal with stress in life and that shit, and we wear that smile and just going on about our business. And I'm talking to my therapist in my therapy session, and we recapping, and she's like, you stressed? No, I ain't. Yeah, you are. No, I ain't. She said, okay, let's do this. Let's do this stress checklist. We going through the checklist. I'm answering the questions. I'm looking at it because she got it pulled up, and she's like, you had this? Headaches? Yeah. Have you been having headaches? No, I've actually had headaches in a while, but last 2 weeks, they've been a little present. Take a little pill. Yeah. Everybody know I don't like taking pills, so you already know. She said, how's your sleep been? So I don't have a problem going to sleep. Because if y'all know now, baby, between 8:30 10 o'clock, I'd be ready to go night.
Question.
Hush. Sounds like, Yep, little sleep, little wrapped up, racing thoughts and all that. All that, yeah, be messing me up, messing sleep up. Yeah. So she going on, and she's like, any GI tract issues? Yeah. So by the time we went through this checklist, it had like 16 questions. By 12 of them I had. And I was like, and then when I'm actually looking at it, I was like, oh.
And that's the scary part.
And it's like, not like yes. So it's not like I did not know that those were symptoms, because I do. I just out of sight, out of mind, because my mind.
Or we just really get so used to operating in stress that we just think it's normal.
Boom,
man,
that's it right there. I'm glad you said, because I was about to get there.
Yeah. All right, DA, go ahead. You got the platform.
No, you hit it right on the head. You hit it right. You hit it right on the head. It's like that's why stress is considered a silent killer, because we get so used to functioning in high stress that we brush off the symptoms until it's too late. Until you got the you walk around with the Forrest Whitaker eye or something like that.
Bro, I had that happen to me a couple of years ago. Anyways, everybody, it was calling me Winky.
Yeah, and that's your body's reaction to being overly stressed with no release.
Warning signs, like, hey, hey,
those warning signs
like this,
and it's
like, yeah.
And the crazy thing about it, I shouldn't say the crazy thing about it. The sad thing about it is, culturally, we operate in a highly toxic, highly stressed environment, period. That's the sad part about it. And it's to the point where it's to the point where we won't even acknowledge it because we always say we got these catchphrases. It is what it is, such as life. 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck it.
That's the one right there.
So so we, instead of sitting back and saying, just saying, let's be open and honest with it. Like, yo, I'm fucking stressed. Like, this shit is taxing.
So let me ask you this question, my brother. So as far as like symptoms or side effects of stress, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would be one of the most common ones that we just simply overlook daily? Like, is there one, or
it could be, it changes, but honestly it just depends on the person. Because for you, it might be you popping off real quick off the smallest thing, you blow up. For TK, like she said, she had sleep issues. For me, it could be headaches. So it just depends on the person.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah, and it's not just one symptom that we have to worry about. It's the accumulation.
Gotcha.
The accumulation. It's like I'm glad she said the test, because the reason why she gave her the test is she's trying to look at all the milestones
to gauge her stress level.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like that's just a normal test. Like, you could do that to yourself. Like, if you just sit down, like, okay, write down for the last 3 days, how many out of 3 days this week, how many headaches have I had? Oh, I had 3. Red flag.
Yeah.
Out of 3 days this week, how many hours of sleep I had? Oh, I had 6 hours in 3 days. Another red flag.
And what's
you see what I'm saying? And you start writing, you start checking that shit, and then you like, yo, something's not right.
All right, well, let's get it. I'm here for it now.
That's really how that shit was happening too. That's really how that was going.
And the sad part, and again,
that's really
like,
how that went too. For real.
Yeah, and I really commend like single parents, folks who are trying to take care of a family by themselves. We tend to put our health on the back burner when it comes to that. We tend to put our stress level, or we'll try to downplay it. Well, I'm not in the same situation with somebody else.
You laughing at, T? What you laughing at?
That's exactly what the hell I did.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was doing that, and she called me out on it. She's like, "Do you not realize what you just did?" And I was like, "No." She's like,
you try to
downplaying your symptoms and your stress. And I was like, oh, and that's what she said. She said, "You're trying to normalize. This ain't normal." Like, yeah. Oh, you're gonna love her. That's all I'm telling you. You're gonna love her.
It's a good thing
she called me out. She called me out on my stuff. I ain't gonna even lie.
It's a good thing that you have somebody to do that, because if you're by yourself, who gonna call you out?
Yeah. Man. Hey, what's going on, show? What's going on? What's up, Hope? Hey, everybody. So, little sidebar real quick. We are dealing with stress management, and I am going to ask my brother DA if he could send me that shirt that he's wearing after the show. We all know I was born in October. We the best.
Yeah. Oh, you got to read the rest of it, though. You got to read the bottom part. Oh, shit. I'm about to take my shirt off.
Oh, man, I see Hulk. Oh, yeah. I need that in my life.
Read the bottom part.
Even the devil on my shoulder sometimes. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we're dealing with stress management, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Our friend, my brother DA, man, he's got some awesome tools, and he's helping us through this thing, and we're going to get through this thing together, and hopefully, prayerfully, some of these tools said here will help you manage your stress and be more aware of how you operate day to day.
So we're gonna pose a question. We're gonna pose a question to the folks in the group chat. What is stress to you?
What is stress to you? So comment on wherever you're tuning in at. What is stress to you? What does stress look like, man?
And the crazy part about it is, if you look in the mirror, that's what stress look like. We create our own stress. but we don't want to talk about it though.
Yeah, and I think that's the part that gets more stressful. The fact that we can be aware, and this is me through and through. I have a hard time opening up and talking about things that can be stressful. And it's not necessarily that I don't. Can I tell my story? And it's not necessarily that I don't trust people, but it's just I don't want to hear what I so-called already know or what I think I already know. You know,
You don't want that confirmation.
that's my hesitation right there, because and like even with my friends and family, I'll sit on stuff for a while before I finally get to the point to where, okay, I have to talk about this before spontaneous combust.
Yep.
And it's, man.
Look at it like this. Look at it like this, my brother. And again, this is a mixture of experience and being in the field. That this all goes back, especially us men. It all goes back to us going to the doctor. We're afraid to go to the doctor because of what we might hear, what they might tell us.
Yeah.
That chink in our armor from what they tell us is hard to deal with. Even though it might be a little chink, we think we done got stabbed in the jugular or some shit, and we don't want to face it. But one way or the other, you're gonna face it. It's either you're gonna face it 10 toes down or 10 toes up. How you want to do
it? Yeah. Well, you said it. All right. So,
true that.
Stress, yeah. Wow.
But again, like I don't want to make stress sound like the big bad wolf, and you got to be peeking around the corner like, oh shit, I'm stressed. I'm looking at your watch and checking your blood pressure. Oh shit, my blood pressure. But it's a natural thing. It's a natural response to anything. It's a natural response to performance. Period. Whether you about to fight or you about to fuck, your blood pressure gonna rise. Like that's stress. That's period. Stress.
But the difference is you have a release.
Yeah. Good stress, bad stress. That's what it is. Yeah. So it's not. I don't want people to think that stress is a bad thing. Stress is a part of life. Period. Yeah. It is a part of life. Ain't no such thing as a stress-free life. A stress-free life is your ass dead.
At all.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. So it's how you respond to stress.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
How you respond to it, or try to ignore it, or lack of response.
Yep.
All right. GK, what you got? Since nobody wanted to answer the stress question.
They scared. I told you, man. This like the boogeyman.
Was in a comment talking about in November.
Say, y'all better.
Hope just stressed me out right there talking about November. Guess we all know. November is just a byproduct for October. All right, go ahead, TK.
Wow.
I'm not gonna have because I got Thanksgiving in it. That's all.
All right, give it nothing up.
You know what? All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about this. So, like DA had already started off, there's typically 18 signs of stress. So one of them is muscle tension. Feeling all that, and kind of man say, I had it. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I was like, okay.
You're gonna give me a massage.
I know that. Okay. Poor sleep. Headaches. Digestive problems. Drug and alcohol use, which DA mentioned that. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Social withdrawal.
No, don't keep
cluttered
that to yourself.
thought. What? Don't keep what to yourself. Who you talking about?
You just said I'm gonna keep that to myself.
The drug and alcohol, like she about to say something about like somebody's on drugs or alcohol or something.
Oh.
That's I don't know.
No, I know some people that tend to like DA said, it's for a lot of people that's a coping mechanism. They just drinking, trying to drink the stress away, and
smoke.
alcohol creates other issues or other problems. But at the time, you don't see that because you drinking one problem away, you're not paying attention that you're causing another problem. So,
technically, you're not drinking the problem away because when you become sober, that problem's still there.
Sober, it's right there, but for the moment, it is working for the moment. So, hey, cluttered thoughts. Did you just start that? Sir, if I could pop your hand right about now. Woo! Don't make me drive to Dallas. You know what? Anyway, cluttered thoughts, feeling scattered, whatever. Feeling scattered, distractibility, poor concentration, memory problems. Now look here, this was that one on that list that I didn't realize I had till I got them emails that said I didn't.
You forgot to pay your bills and stuff. Had you feeling real seasoned.
Anybody know how I am about my bills? And I was like, dude, like I was like, I got that email and I was like, I know you.
I ain't never known you.
And then I looked at the date and I looked at the email and I was like, oh fuck, I didn't pay the damn bills. And that ain't me. That's when it really hit me. Is when I got those emails because I was like, I know you lying, and it was just like I was in a brain fog, like I lost time somewhere, and it was like a week, just like my bills to do at the same time every month, so I know them. I normally pay them like a couple of days early, so when I got them, I was like, I know you fucking lying. I went I looked through there. I don't know, ain't no payment. Went to my bank account. Look, and I was like,
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
And this was like in 1 month, and I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, And I ain't gonna lie, most of this checklist is mine. I ain't gonna off these 18. Yeah, I ain't gonna even hold you. Yep, guilty. Say on here, emotions, discouragement, low enthusiasm, hopelessness, agitation,
what?
Disconnection,
who agitated?
Irritability. You just got agitated right now. You can hear your voice.
I got irritated as well.
That too. Both of them. You hit both of them off just that one category.
Come on, you're stressing me out. Keep going.
Whatever. That's the 18. I went through the 18. And Hope says she got a headache right now. I'm ready to drop kick her anyway. And she know why. But I
can't be drop kicking my friends.
But yeah, she was my friend first. So recognize. Anyway, so just saying.
You forgot, huh?
So just being honest, like you said, when you go day to day and just have regular stressors, you will tend to not realize when your level is on a totally different level. It's just kind of because it takes you somewhere else. Like when I say forgetting stuff, I literally was seriously forgetting stuff. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot. Oh, that's at the car. Oh, that's it. Like, what the hell did I do?
So let me ask you this question,
right? Tearing up your house looking for something.
Good idea.
But the crazy part of it, that's just the mental aspect of stress. We ain't talk about the physical.
Yeah.
Bro, you trying to hit on it with the muscle tightness.
Kind of did going through the line.
Okay, so let's go, DA. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's like because you kids do it a lot when they talking about my stomach hurt. or you start feeling like weak,
Yep.
stuff like that. We don't talk about that. Folks
Yep.
don't think about that. And
Yep.
then some more factors of it is how often you get sick. Because stress
Yep.
weakens your immune system too. Because you'll be like, damn,
Yep.
I got a cold again. I don't never get sick. I don't remember getting sick like this. You start looking around, and then just the obvious, just being nervous all the time, like always worrying. Like a story that I had when I was in the military. I had a patient. She had dreadlocks. Well, I shouldn't call her a patient, a client. She had dreadlocks. She used to worry so much, but she'll twist her dreads till they'll break off. So all this right here was gone from her worrying. She'll just sit here like this and twist them till they break from stress, not even realizing it. She just thought her hair was falling out. I'm like, no, Shawty, you stressed. Whatever it is, you stressed. And it's like little simple stuff like that. You may not think nothing of it, but that on top of sleep, on top of this, on top of that shit adds up. That's a gumbo. Keep pouring your ingredients in.
The stress gumbo, huh?
Yeah. Keep pouring your ingredients in.
And even if you don't have dreads,
that's impacted
hold
too.
on. There's spaces like when you was talking about the hair. I know back in a certain space of time, and I'll say it was probably around the time Santi got diagnosed. Like as long as my hair is, I had a bald spot like this big, just bam, like it was straight bald. Like if I had somebody put some nail right there, it was a whole ass stress spot. Now the only benefit I'll say it was my hair was long enough where I could cover it, pull it back, whatever, you couldn't see it. But when you do like this, you like, bitch, wait a minute. When you feel that little shininess right there, you like, ooh. And my beautician was like, that's stress. You got a stress spot. Your hair's just straight falling out. I mean, it was clean as a whistle, like DA head, clean. And I was like, what? Like it ain't no pump. Like real talk, it ain't no pump. And go ahead and go and talk about the sexual aspect, sir.
The who?
No, I'm just saying, like it go for men and women. Like your libido, you can't perform, or you may not want to. Like that, like the joke about the wife always, the wife or girlfriend always talking about, not tonight, I got a headache. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. So, and that's why, like everybody say cancer and all this stuff is a true killer. No, stress. Stress is a trigger for all these other, as you can see, it's tied into all these other diseases.
Okay, so now that we've identified some of the, the fact that it's impossible to cover it all, but I do want to touch on some of the ways that we manage it. And I think that's equally as important as identifying, So let's talk about this. So let's talk about some of the ways that we manage stress. I guess intentionally and unintentionally, things that we may do day to day. Is that all right? What y'all think?
Well, yeah, most of.
See, I think you.
So I know for me, I think for me, music is like my therapy. Music, calms me out. It puts me in a better space. Meditation, and I know I've definitely had slacked off my meditation. I'm picking it back up per my therapist. Just like, yeah, you need to work it out. Journaling is big time. Sometimes you're just writing them thoughts out, especially if somebody is stressing you and for some reason you can't speak to that person and let them know what that is or what they're doing. Sometimes you got to journal that to get it out. Her definitely talking to this pain in the butt right here.
Yeah.
Him
He's a good
allowing
guy. He's a good guy.
him allowing me to vent and just be an ear without judgment or feedback. And I'm glad we have that kind of relationship to where we know when we need the advice versus when we just know when we just need an ear.
Yeah.
And he can vouch for that. This month I did very much unplug because he didn't hear from me for a minute. So he also knows, because of our history, though, when I'm in that space, I don't talk to nobody. And he gave me my space to be in that space of where I was, to just really be able to come down off of where I was.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna say it's three major ways that I manage my stress. I have to be mindful. The most important one that I found is going to the gym, man. And like, there's days to where I can't go to the gym because I may start from sun up to sundown, and I notice my sleep pattern is off. Even going to the bathroom, it's a little bit more rough. I just can feel the tangible difference nowadays when I'm off of my from going to the gym. That's probably the most important way that I manage my stress. Second to that is having someone I can talk to without worrying about being, judged. Of course, I'm talking about this one right here. Just being able to talk and express myself, and just having that person. Sometimes I might need advice. Sometimes I might just need to talk things through without seeming like I'm crazy and talking to myself. If that makes sense. And then also, sometimes, we need, to, you get that little stress release. It might be a little more physical, but not necessarily going to the gym, a little stress release, so what?
Huh?
I'm talking about me. Yeah, but yeah, so the main way is just going to the gym. That helps me in so many ways. And I try to go at least 5 or 6 days a week. Of course, I don't always make it, but on those days that I can't go, I can tell the difference in everything. Yeah. There's some days to where I don't even want to get out of bed, but when I do and go, I'm glad I did. Everything gets better. Energy is higher. I'm thinking more clearly. When I write, the words flow. So yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add one. Something that I've definitely noticed that's helped me lately is the swim classes. Being in that water, man, it's a whole different,
swimming,
calm. It's like that
balance. Hey, DA,
like,
before you answer, bro, I want to ask you a question.
But man, I've definitely noticed it.
Okay. Before you answer, DA, can I ask you a question? So is there certain foods that we could eat that may kind of help manage stress or whatever,
So yes and no. What you want to do, you want to stay away from processed food, all the shit that they tell you not to eat, basically. Processed food, sugar, especially sugar, because when you stressed, you start once you understand, you'll start seeing it. When you get stressed, you start craving sweets. You'll start craving that crack, that
cookies
other powder,
cookies and
that
cream.
other powder.
I did not say that other powder.
That other white girl.
Yeah, you'll start craving it, and it's like, look, because we have gotten used to that being our comfort food. Like soul food was a comfort food. Granted,
so find yourself craving a bunch of sugar. Do a cake. Do a reflex. Okay.
That's your body saying, "Hey, I need to feel good." Like play old boy from Players Club. Do something to make me feel better.
Yeah.
Lord, I almost said something. Oh Lord, I almost said something. But I'm gonna keep that.
All right. How do you manage your stress, my brother?
Old girl from Monsters Ball, make me feel good.
Yeah.
I was about to go there. I was about to go there and say that part on what's the name and say, I want to. Till she say, "Touch me on my inside." Look here, Papa.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same one, right?
Nah, that's from Eve's Body.
Yeah, but I need everything else to touch me on my inside. I need to feel out. No, it's not. That's from Beloved.
Oh, same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, Beloved. Yeah,
same thing.
One of them.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, it's
Beloved.
It's so many things. Like, just eat healthy and just
that's your only one though. That's your only way.
No. He still answered my question. He hadn't answered yet for him.
Yeah. I ain't answered yet. I'm just saying, like, I'm still answering. Just pay attention. Just pay attention to your cravings. That's the biggest thing. Like, you can still eat food. Just understand that why you eating that food. Like, if out of the blue, like I said, out of the blue, you craving a gallon of ice cream, you might be stressed. Or that for me, it was cake. That's how I knew I was stressed. If I start feeling cake or brownies, okay, that's when I'm like, okay, because that was
the reason why I asked that particular question is because I know for me, like, if I'm mindful and I know I'm stressing, I try to eat like fresh, bright colored foods, and it just makes me feel better. I feel better. Anybody that knows me knows that I have, these crazy stomach issues. So it kind of helps, suppress all of that. So, anyways. So yeah, all right, bro. Stress management.
But then also too, like, since you said that, you got to be aware too, because some of that shit is sweet.
Yeah.
Like mangoes. Yeah. Like, if you eat mangoes, apples, you eat too many apples is sweet.
I do.
Oranges are sweet. Shit like that. You still getting sugar, but you're not getting processed sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, that's not a bad thing. Now, if you sit there and eat a whole trough, then that's a whole other problem.
Straight shitty.
But nah, for me, my first thing is I have to acknowledge that I'm stressed. I really do. I got to really sit back and like, okay, I'm stressing. Why am I stressing?
Yeah.
What's triggering this with me? Because if not, I'll brush it off and be like I almost did today. Like, yeah, I'm tripping and keep it moving, not realizing that I'm on my blood starting to boil.
Mm-hmm.
So, but everything that y'all mentioned, like, and it could be as simple as, for me, and it's hard for me now because I'm not close to it, but I'm a water baby. Like, I love beaches. If I get close to a beach, I feel grounded. I feel peace.
I heard that all wrong. But you don't know what I heard. I love them too.
That must have went over my head.
That's all good. I was just messing with you.
Oh,
the B word.
Oh, bitches. Yeah.
It's a good stretch for me. Sometimes. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
But no, yeah. So that's like working out. I started back working out. That's
good, man.
And like, for me, like, again, like I said earlier about how I'm itching for some reason. How
that's that stress itch.
No, that's the dirty itch. I've been outside running around, but how
I said take a bath.
Hush. Like, for me, it was my weight gain. Like I said before, we're not where we used to be. Like, shit, I'm be transparent right now. I'm damn near 400 pounds right now. I'm a biscuit away from 400 pounds. Ain't never been this heavy. ever. And I'm just like, nah, I know I don't look like everybody say the same thing. Oh, you don't look, you carry well. Nah, I'm gonna this shit heavy. Tell me I carry well. And I'm not used to being like that though. So
yeah, I got you. Let's say here, biscuit away from 400.
yeah.
All right. Well, let's get it, man. Let's get in this gym, man.
I can definitely relate to that.
What, being a biscuit away from 400? Oh, you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm gonna just be quiet.
No, I can relate to pretty much. I wasn't at 400 though, but I've been in that space where being a stress eater, and when you're a stress eater, you eating every goddamn thing you ain't supposed to, of course. Mm-hmm. So for a minute, like nobody really even paid attention. That's what I think I laugh at that a lot. That when I have my moments, a lot of people don't realize what's going on until after I've said something. But every night I used to hit 3 places every night. Goddamn McDonald's, Taco Cabana, and Whataburger. I hit them every night in a row. It was bad enough that especially the lady at McDonald's, she was like, "Hey, you getting your regular?" If I was late, I didn't even realize I had a schedule. If I was late, she was like, "You late tonight?" If I pulled up in a different car, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was you. You in a different car." I didn't realize that because I had to go get my little McFlurry from McDonald's, and then I was going to Taco Cabana to get my soap papillas. I hit them suckers every night faithfully for I don't know how long. The next thing I know, that weight.
And you was getting a milkshake from Whataburger?
255 pounds. Huh?
I said, and you was getting a milkshake from Whataburger?
Just know the dust somewhere out here. Don't sit there.
Right. I remember that because that's I was trying to hug you, and my mom talked about like right here. You know, I was trying to hug you.
And I didn't even realize like that pounds jumped on me so fast that I didn't even realize it was there. And I was like, what the hell? Till I went to the doctor and he was like, what's going on? I was like, huh? What you mean?
That's stress because you don't pay attention to it. You just want to feel good. You just want to feel that release.
Yeah.
That release.
I love what you said about the water, you know, the swimming, you know, being a stress man, you know, how that's been helping manage your stress, the water. That's good because I got a pool up here. So, you know, it's summertime, you know, those days when I might not be able to go to the gym, I might can hit the pool for about 30 minutes or so.
Bro, yeah. That's a workout. Don't let that shit fool you.
Man, first of all, it's definitely a good workout. You keeping cool, and like I said, it's just so freaking relaxing. Like it just feel like you could just feel the stress just going on down, and you'd be like so at peace. You don't want to get out the water. It'd be almost like you can just go to sleep in the water. Just
you know what else helps
so relaxing on a whole different level.
My stress. I like chopping up stuff, like vegetables, like, you know, I'll buy watermelon and just chop it up. I don't know, something about that is just soothing to me. Just like chop up, you know.
You a cook? You like? Have you ever thought about cooking?
Yeah, I thought about it. I like, you know, do. I wouldn't say I'm a cook, but I do my thing a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that could be something that you like doing. That's a stress. That's just low key a stress reliever for you.
Yeah.
And you're not even realizing it.
Right. That's interesting. All right, TKDA, what else y'all got? Any more questions?
All right, so let's do one of these. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. So let's do this one. So it's a little what's the name stress test. Test your stress that I found on here on the website. So you got 5 options. You got 5 options to each question. Never, almost never, sometimes, fairly often, or very often. And it's 10 questions.
Okay. Do we have to write them down? Or we just gonna answer here?
And I would say write them down, because then once we add up, it give you whatever. All right.
Okay.
This one
I'm gonna
said,
say, is there a number?
what?
Or you just gotta say whatever?
You write down whatever out of those 5. Never, almost never, sometimes, fairly often, or very often.
All right. Never, almost never, sometimes, fairly often, or very often. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first question says, being upset because of something that happened unexpectedly.
Okay.
Well, shit, I can't even get my pen to write.
All right.
All right. Felt that you were unable to control important things in your life.
This is ever.
In the last month.
Oh, in the last month. Oh, okay.
In the last month.
Come on.
All right. Felt nervous and stressed.
Nervous and stressed in the last month.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Felt confident about your ability to handle your personal problems.
And it's what? It's never, almost never, sometimes, almost sometimes,
Fairly
and then what?
often or very often. Fairly
Oh,
often or very often.
that's what it was. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for the next one?
We waiting on you.
Okay, I was making sure y'all was ready. Felt that things were going your way.
Felt the things that are going my way. That's a good one. Oof, thank you.
That's number 5, right?
Yeah, this number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the test right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share it with our
So y'all go ahead and
right.
ping the website and take the test.
If y'all aren't already doing it, but yeah. Found that you could not cope with all the things that you had going on.
I cope pretty good.
All right. Next one is being able to control irritation in your life.
Am I froze to y'all?
No.
You were.
Okay.
Oh, see, I was looking at the test thing, so sorry.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, what's number 7 again?
Yeah. Number 7 is being able to control irritations in your life.
Being able to control irritations. All right.
All right. Felt that you were on top of things.
All right.
All right. Been angered because of things that happened that were out of your control.
Okay.
All right. Last one is felt difficulties were piling up so high that you could not overcome them.
All right.
So if you plug all those in, it gives you, it's like a stress meter that comes up. So mine was a 30. Mine comes out as high. It only goes from 0 to 40.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how you wait? So how you get the number?
So
Click
it
on the
put.
do the test. I sent you the test thing in the private chat.
Oh
So when
shit!
you answer those questions and go through,
Do you want us to do it right now?
yeah, when you go through, you can. I'm curious what y'all's is.
I don't know. My other device is still cutting up. It ain't letting me for some reason.
Your,
Let me see.
your device always cut.
I'll try it over here. All right, this one is working. Get your stress score. All right. So the first one, second one, third. Wait, hold on, that's wrong.
And you say yours was a 40.
Mine was a 30 out of the 40.
30.
Girl, you about to stroke out.
I should have said it was hot. I know.
Oh,
Oh no, I know. Like I said, thankful to Jade, the therapist, and it was crazy because this is how it works. The headaches was getting worse. The pain, like the muscle tension, all that shit. It was like I had been getting signs for a few weeks. And I was just like, I started having that little fear of stroke in my head.
mm-mm.
So when I had my appointment, doctor's appointment in February, crazy as shit, they had scheduled it for May. He told me it wouldn't be till August. So I was about to cancel it because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
you said 6 months before I had to go back and do my stuff with my iron, all the other stuff. And the worst I felt, something said,
Yeah,
keep that,
I
that
think
damn appointment. So like
you want
that
to know what mine
Friday, that
was?
Monday at
What
work, I
mine
had a
was?
little issue.
I'm
What?
sorry. I was going to tell you mine. Mine is an 8.
Okay. So you ain't stressed at all.
Not
Okay,
too
that's
much.
good.
I don't get too worried about. I don't get too carried away nowadays. I don't get too carried away.
That's good. That is good. So, like I said, gladly I did keep the appointment. He did. My like Da mentioned before. Yeah, my stress was high. My anxiety had been off the meter, and my blood pressure was high. And that was even with me taking my blood pressure pills. So made some changes to my blood pressure pills and added a medication to actually slow down my heart because everything was off the meter. So yeah. And like I said, I actually took time off. And y'all, anybody know me know that I don't call in to work or nothing. I took time off from work that week of like Mother's Day. And when I tell you I'd never been so damn at peace in all the damn days of my life, it was like the next day, everybody was like, damn, you all right? You look like you on vacation. You good? I was like, man, I was so damn at peace. It was ridiculous to be in that damn at peace.
Yeah, I remember you played hooky.
I did. I nicely. I was like, up, I won't be here these days. I nicely. I'm not coming in. And now it was just straight. It wasn't even up for debate. It was like, I'm out. I need this. I need this. Cause like I said, it was like that thought of stroke because I felt it. I know my body. And I was like, okay, goddamn it. Okay, goddamn it. And I was like, I'll be all right. Yeah. I went to that doctor's appointment. I was like, yeah. And it was just bad. Trying to get my blood pressure down, for one, was a whole different damn beast by itself. So just being in that space, and it reminded me when I was pregnant with that second kid, and I would have to be held in the doctor's office for a minute while they're trying to get it down. So I was like a hair from being admitted.
Did you do the little test?
Enough said.
DA?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you don't want to share yours?
What's yours?
Oh no, I was about to say mine was 15.
Oh, okay, that ain't too well. Yeah.
It's still in the what, the orange?
Yeah.
The orange.
Yeah.
The orange. Yeah, my shit wasn't in no damn orange. Like I said, I already knew. I was like, that's one reason why I wanted to have this episode, because I was a guest on the podcast episode about a month ago, and this was the topic. And I was like, damn, was that tap on the shoulder say, hey, you, hey. And because that happened shortly after. So it was like that reflection and just the conversation we had on there where a lot of people was talking about their stress and parts where they didn't realize where they were stressed at or the effect of stress and stuff. And I was like, yeah, because typically,
I'm just at the point nowadays.
We have to be strong all the time, and we have to handle everything, and we have to be so resilient that you can't be weak or have a moment. We can't be strong every goddamn time. We're not fucking robots.
Nope.
So in that space where that's the pressure that society just puts on you by itself, and then just the other parts,
I'm
like
at the point nowadays where
single parent,
I don't mind cutting people off.
So yeah.
Man, I'm at the point nowadays to where I don't mind cutting people off. I deal with people with a long handle spoon. You know, I'm not gonna run every time it's an issue. I'm not gonna get too worked up. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure I'm healthy. And that's my mindset. And if you live a chaotic life, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna keep you at a distance. You know, and people get mad, say whatever, ask me, do I care? But you think what you want to think. I ain't trying to defend myself to you or nobody else. I just don't have the time or the capacity for it.
But how did you get to that point?
Man, I just came to a realization. You know, people are gonna do what's best for them, so I have to do what's best for me.
And the reason why I asked that is because we're all seasoned. All three of us are seasoned individuals.
All right.
This is information we didn't have growing up.
True.
And I think if we had this type of information or just these talks at our fingertips, a lot of the triggers that we have now, or a lot of the negative coping mechanisms. I'm not just talking about us three. I'm talking about just in general. A lot of the negative coping mechanisms, i.e., smoking, drinking, drugs, just wilding out.
Wilding out in the streets.
We wouldn't be going down that road as if we had this information, if we had these talks. Like, And that's one thing what I took serious when it came to when I talk to my players, kids, whatever. I always tell them, like, continue to be a kid. Don't try to be a grown up.
Yeah.
Don't try
Woo,
to be a grown up. Understand, be able to
baby.
understand that it's gonna be hard times. Understand that things are not gonna get easy. It's gonna be you're gonna get stressed. You got to understand that. Once you understand that, find positive ways to deal with it, because you don't want to get to our age and be dealing with like different ailments because of stress.
Yep.
You don't want to be getting to our age. And matter of fact, I had this talk with my son today. It's like, and I told him, I was like, I'm learning all of this. I had to learn all of this stuff through experience. Now I'm handing it to you, so you won't have to deal with it, or you can use this information to curtail your life where you won't be in a situation where I'm in with high blood pressure, damn near 400 pounds, trying to lose weight and all that shit. You don't put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
And that's conversations that we need to have with the younger generation, because if not, they're just gonna fall into the same trap.
Yeah, I agree, man. And this is the thing that I want to say, man. We've gotten so comfortable living in stress, living with stress, being just going around acting like everything is okay when, the reality of the situation is everything is not okay. So just like we've gotten comfortable, we have to get uncomfortable, man, and do those uncomfortable things so that we are no longer comfortable living in stress, dealing with things that we shouldn't be dealing with people that stress us out, for whatever reason. There's times to where I've dealt with people and I knew this person was stressing me out just for the sake of, I thought I was being loyal because I thought I had to, when the reality of it is, this person can care less about how their behavior was affecting me. So we just got to get uncomfortable, being healthy, being with less stress as possible. I'll never say stress free, because life is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And because we know life is going to happen, let's try to minimize it as much as we can, what's in our control.
And start winning as a badge of honor.
Yes, sir.
That part. Yeah.
Just try to hang on to stuff that we know we should let go. People just, yeah, man.
Man, say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
As much as I love you.
I think that go on to say it. Go on, say what you're going to say.
As much as I love you, if it's causing me to be at the hospital and doctors and be stressing about this to where my hair is falling out, and then I love you from over there.
It's time to go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to go.
Yeah. And that's facts right there. Yeah. Because I think one of the craziest things that I realized is somebody can know that you are stressing, know your job, whatever, stressing, know what you got on your plate, and they be like, you got all that on the plate? Shit, let me go ahead and jump on this motherfucker with you and cause you some more. The fuck? For real? You just gonna come swan dive on this shit and make it worse. You just gonna increase the shit because you like, oh well, you resilient, you can handle it. So I'm just gonna come on over here and add more to your plate. What the?
Or they'll minimize it. Okay. Or they'll minimize your plate.
Yeah.
It ain't that serious. Yeah. Minimize it. Yeah.
They'll try to minimize your plate. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Definitely that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all right. Get over it.
Yep.
That's life. You ought to be used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So stress in relationships,
really?
Right? Stress in relationship with your partner, your significant other. Do you be honest Is she leave?
Yeah, she yeah, she
Do
knows
you be
when we start talking about relationships, she get ghost.
Oh, I mean, so do you be honest and express how things are making you feel, or do you just kind of sit on it?
You should be honest, but also you got to know your audience.
It took me a while to get there,
Bam!
bro.
You just said my line right there. Know your audience.
Because
it took me a while to get there.
Yeah, because like if you got to understand how to deliver it to them so they'll chew on it.
Mm.
And it's like you said, yeah. Because if you know that they are a very defensive person and you come at them hard, both of y'all just gonna be pissed off at each other,
making the stress worse.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But if you like, again, you got to know your partner. If you know that they're fragile, you got to get them a little honey with it, with the little lemon. You got to get them a little honey with it with the lemon.
Okay.
So you gotta know, and at the end of the day, they may get upset, they may be mad or whatever, but deep down inside, they're gonna appreciate it because one, it's probably something they didn't see or didn't know they were doing. Two, that they feel like you're in a space where you're trying to communicate versus being like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And then three, it's basically growth for both of y'all.
Yeah. Gotcha. Man, and that's a lesson that I just learned, man. Real talk within these last couple of years, bro.
Oh, trust and believe. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
We all learning. Like shit. I should write a book on the shit that I learned.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you, bro. In real life, with this episode, you done made me proud, and I appreciate you because I learned a lot from you. Sitting here right now today. Yeah. So, man, kudos to you, bro. Much love and much respect. Which, sharing your knowledge and information with us, and I don't just say that lightly, my brother. So I appreciate you, man.
It's all good, and we learn from each other.
Yeah.
We learn from each other.
Most definitely. Mm-hmm. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I love that you actually asked that question because a lot of people don't think of relationships, and I say relationships in the person that you're with. Even people don't look at it as relationships with family, friends, or whatever can also add stress to your life. Because sometimes you got that one friend that just out here doing dumb shit and they want you to okay the damn dumb shit that they do, and they want to come talk to you and tell you everything, and they don't realize that's adding the fuckery. If you ain't in fuckery, the fuckery can add to the bullshit.
They want you to co-sign
in the same space, family. Exactly. That would want you to be that yes person. And then you have family that's always trying to tell you what's going on in the family, or they feel some kind of way, or man, because you ain't operating the way everybody else operating. That's stress. If you're in a relationship and you're trying to explain to the person, hey, this, and it becomes dismissive, or it's you need to work on your triggers because you're being triggered, or you're resilient, so you'll get over it. And it's just dismissive when you're trying to talk and you don't have that safe space to communicate what's going on. That becomes a whole nother stressful issue as well. When you can't talk to the person that you should be able to talk to and express how you feel and what's, hey, this, and hey, you might have said this and this and this, and I felt this kind of way of this situation. But if everything keeps getting dismissed or just blown off, or you getting the pep talk of, you don't realize how resilient you are. You're real resilient. You've been through a lot. You got it. You can take on more. Go ahead. Thanks, career point.
And you know what that is?
That creates a stressful situation.
That's a tone deaf individual.
That's one way to say it.
That's a tone deaf individual, because for them to say that you're resilient and not taking a moment to pause and say, shit, she's resilient and she's talking to me, we at that red stage.
Yeah.
That's a tone deaf individual.
That part.
Well,
That's when you just need to shut up and let you go. Yeah.
yeah. And one of my rules is just because a person is resilient or whatever the case may be, don't put them in a situation to have to be. You know, just because she can
That
handle it,
part.
don't put more on her plate to where she has to. You know, that's one of my go-to rules. Yeah, she might can handle it on her own, but she shouldn't have to handle it on her own. You know, why are you here? If that's the case, like we can all do things, you know, when we're placed in that situation, but don't mean that we have to be placed in that situation to prove it. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but yeah.
No, you're right. And like I said, that goes both ways. Just because a man can handle it, don't mean he needs to handle it by himself.
Facts.
And
Let's
then you
get
wonder why
back to
you
back and healing each other and hold each other up. You know?
And
this
then you
was
wonder why
good, man. I think we should do a part 2 on this.
Uh-oh.
Before you ask that question, this was good. I think we should do a part 2. Part 2.
Might need to. So I'm gonna ask a question.
Ask.
So, have you ever been in a space where you're being open, honest, like you being transparent, you're being vulnerable, and you tell that person or tell whoever you're talking to, man, I'm tired of being strong. Shit, I didn't have to be strong all my life. And that shit get dismissed and you be like, oh, you got it. You got many more years to go.
No, that's a
woman
woman
thing. I'm tired. Not kidding.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Bro, I'm tired.
I've had that happen, and that was the last conversation we had. Because that told me right there. That told me exactly how you see things. It's one-sided.
I don't think I've ever worked up the nerve to even. No, not yet.
Yeah, because I used to I tend to at times test the water. It'll be something that's not really catastrophic, and I'll just test the water just to get a reaction, and that'll tell me when the shit hits the fan who I got and who I don't got.
Yeah, and I think that's a trait that we both have, bro. That's because, and we're testing that water. I don't think I've ever been felt comfortable enough to even go there because I didn't want to hear the reaction.
Ooh, and that be true too. That's on some whole different real stuff. When you don't want to hear the reaction because you already know that shit gonna change how you feel about that person.
Yep.
But then that goes back to you.
I can admit that. Yep.
That falls right back on you.
That's what I was talking about. Being comfortable being in that stressful environment. You just adapt, man. Who we got on the show for next week? Or what are we talking about next week? What are we dealing with next week?
We don't have nobody for next week because remember next week we don't have that person. We got that person. I think that following week is when we have another guest.
Okay. Do we have something we're gonna be talking about next week already?
No, we haven't set the topic.
Okay. So what would be a good follow-up for what we talked about tonight? DA, what you think? You got anything or you want to just pin it for now?
We could do a part 2, like coming out of stress, how to deal with stress, how to whatever. It's like
I agree. That's why I was asking, man. I think it'd be good to see how it looks on the other side of that, you know.
Yeah.
I know we touched on how it looks inside of stress and coping mechanism. So now let's talk about the other side, you know, when we start getting into those positive friendships and positive relationships.
But see, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. This is a warning. It's not easy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not easy, especially when you're used to doing it. It is not easy.
So
we'll talk more about that, where accountability partners will come in at. You gotta understand that you gotta have true like the Bible say, you have to be naked in front of your brother and sister.
Yeah.
I think we should do it. Man, it's.
You can't be naked with everybody.
No,
that's why he
can't.
said your brothers or sisters. Those people,
Yeah.
and it's not.
I
She
know.
ain't talking about blood. Oh Lord, here she go.
Anyway,
you and I, we not physically naked, but those emotions we've been more expressive in front of each other than pretty much a lot of other people, and that's what he meant by naked.
Yeah,
especially lately.
Yes,
I know what he meant. I was being funny.
Okay,
I know
it wasn't funny
because that's the space. No, whatever. I personally feel that if you're in a space where you can't be naked and vulnerable with somebody, there's a problem, especially somebody you're in a relationship with. If I can't just be like, there's a song by Ella May called Naked. I love that song.
It's a great song.
I love that song. And that song is just as clear as hell. Like, it's saying, I'm taking everything off. I'm here, standing here with nothing left. I'm exposing myself to you. I'm telling you everything that I have, and I'm putting it on the table. If you can't do that with your friends or the person that you're in a relationship with, there's a major fucking problem.
And you know what's funny? I just stopped being friends with somebody behind a situation like that. He has a long-term girlfriend, right? But he was stepping out on his girl. But he told me a BS story, and it's not the fact that he's stepping out on his girl, but bro, you can be honest with me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So whether you accept it or not, that's on you. But the fact that you was honest with me, okay. But you feel like you have to lie to me, and I asked you directly, bro, you ain't the friend I thought you was. You ain't the friend I thought you was. So it is what it is. At this point, I'm never gonna sugarcoat, the BS, especially when I'm around your girl and we be doing the whole couple thing, and then and this how you operating, bro. No, it's not right. So, anyways, we'll deal with all that stuff next week. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm ready for it, man. This is good. I'm loving this here series that we're in right now. Yeah, we might be more than 2 weeks on it because it's good. A lot of information to unpack.
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact,
give me some Chinese food.
Don't be trying to be like me, sucker.
I got a long weekend.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Football camps and shit starting up. It's rough. It ain't rough.
I'm
it's
trying
just
to think. I need to go back because it might run in. Keep talking. I'm looking at something.
No, I was just saying it might just be on the move a lot.
Are you with the high schoolers or the younger ones?
Both. So the high school I coach with, we got camps, like training camps, starting in the middle of June. But for like little league and stuff, we got a youth camp the second week of June, I'm sorry, the 10th through the 13th. Then we got another one in July. And then every Sunday, there's a one of my old friends that I coach with. He's a head coach at a high school, and he wants me to come help at his camp on Sundays. And then on top of that, I have Zoom meetings and then conditioning on Sundays with the kids I coach.
So this weekend is just about to fly by.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. But I love it. I love the game of football. So
yeah.
It was a time I was about to quit, stop coaching. But I was like, nah, let me keep pushing, keep on pushing.
Pushing. Keep on pushing. Was that Bun B and Young Jeezy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got, TK. I don't have anything else to say. Let's get better. Let's get healthier. Let's get it under control, y'all. Let's be aware.
Which is why I was on your butt last night.
That's a big old ass to be on.
Hey, yours bigger than mine.
You are right. You are correct.
I'm close to the 300 now.
Yeah. Nah, I'm going in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I started back working out, man. My legs are so sore.
That part, definitely.
Man, yeah. Man, I be feeling so good, man.
How I feel working on that knee though.
So interesting thing about that, I thought it was gonna hurt, but I found out that I've been babying that knee.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I like really work it, I don't have no issues. It's like, I mean, it's still a little swollen, but it's not sore. It's not, I don't have the popping, except for in the morning, but that's because I be still.
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. Look at
that. Once I'm up and moving around,
yeah, get to go.
So I said I'm gonna start. I'm not, and the part that I don't like is I'm not in the 500-pound club no more.
Ooh, gotcha.
But I'll get back there. Yeah. I'll be back. I'll get back to the 1,500-pound. Actually, I'm trying to get back to the 1,800-pound club.
All right.
Yeah. So
I appreciate everybody for tuning in. TK, you ready to end this? Yeah. I don't have nothing else. I said all I had to say. Let's just get uncomfortable. Let's do the work that we need to do. And hey, let's get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tuning
Tune in next week for part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in next week.
Most stuff. Yeah. That's what's up. So thank y'all for tuning in. Always rocking with us. As y'all have been, and all the new people that's come in and supported, we greatly appreciate y'all. Definitely focus in. Sometimes you just need this moment, this podcast to realize, oh shit. It'd be the eye opener, like, oh shit, to something that we're experiencing, because we do our best to be transparent, and definitely want to open eyes and help, and just all in general for us to be better than what we are. So I definitely shout out to my therapist, Jade. She is freaking amazing. And I'm getting everybody else on the train with me.
Yeah. And if you have questions, write those questions down. Ask us next week. Our very own DA is a very, 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 very intelligent mental health advocate, and we trust him with those questions. So write them down, bring them to us next week. See how your week go. Let's get in this thing. If you have any questions as far as the spiritual aspect, holla at your boy. I'll do my best to answer those questions. And TK, she's just awesome all the way around. And we love her for this platform.
Right. And it on thick tonight, ain't it?
I'm serious, man.
Got you. But yeah, definitely that. And like I said, yeah, DA, that's what he was doing, his mental health stuff. We know how he is very passionate about it. We all are. So got to put it out there, because a lot of stuff gets, that ain't nothing. And then when they get to something, you're like, oh shit, hold on. I don't want it to be too late. So definitely tune in with us next week. Take this up to another level, and so tune in, and we will be here. Share, of course, with the family on how we need to move and heal and all those things. Let me know if you are looking for a therapist. We have a resident therapist, and then of course, like I said, my therapist is currently taking patients, but she is filling up quickly because I'm putting my squad up with her. So. Yeah,
I just,
Yeah, I just got D on the program yesterday.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'll keep y'all posted on how everything goes. And yeah, so by hope. Hey Q, man, if you're still there, man, I'm glad you're feeling better. Man, we gotta have you on soon so we can talk about some things, but let us know your schedule, my brother.
Facts.
She should be difficult.
We all are
difficult.
No, we said Q. We ain't say nothing about hope.
Me.
Well, she has a okay. Let's end this thing, TK. Let's go ahead and.
You know what? Y'all show right. Anyway, so thank y'all for tuning in. Catch us next week. Like, share, subscribe if you have not. And we will be around. See you next week.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it.